Well, good morning, everyone. This is Kevin, your friendly little Iron Hobbit training for an Ironman. I've been thinking about doing some video updates recently and just haven't done it until now. So I just finished it's like 10 in the morning, and I just finished a 2-hour run. Got exactly 14 miles in exactly 2 hours, which kind of worked out interestingly, but anyway, yeah, training updates. So far, things are going pretty well. Obviously, it's a little bit sweaty. Kind of looks like the Amazon River down here, like lots of tributaries, and hopefully not too much nipple chafing. That is a real problem sometimes with training for these things. But yeah, so running is going well. I was getting faster for a while. Now that it's getting warmer out, it's getting a little bit slower, but that's fine. I feel good about where running is. Swimming is going really well. I've caught on to that pretty well. The last time I swam the 2.4 mile distance that's required for Ironman, I did it in only 4 minutes more than the average Ironman time. So my hope for Ironman is to have that under the average Ironman time. That would be incredible to be able to do that. So the third piece of the puzzle then is, I'm stretching a little bit, is biking, and that's the thing that makes me the most nervous, because there's just so many factors with biking, because when you're going at higher speeds like that, there's more risk of injury or falling or damaging the bike or anything like that. Wind affects biking more than it does swimming and running, I think, or it feels that way to me. And right now, on the long run, or the long bike rides that I've done, I've been at the appropriate pace for Ironman, but kind of at the very low end, and so that kind of makes me nervous. It just makes me nervous, and it's very exhausting for me for the bike rides, and I haven't even gotten to half the distance of the Ironman quite yet. So that's probably the piece that has me the most nervous. And actually, last night I had nightmares about biking and training for the bike rides. So not like nightmares, like I woke up terrified, but just bad dreams about the biking portion of things. So I know that's something that I'm thinking a lot about. And then running after biking really sucks. Like, have you ever seen videos of when a baby giraffe like pops out of a giraffe womb and like is awkward and like can't move, but it's on its feet anyway, even though it doesn't really know what it's doing, and it's like covered in like giraffe amniotic fluid? That's how I feel when I'm running after biking, because I'm just covered in this weird fluid, sweat, and I'm just like, I feel gangly, which is weird because I'm tiny and short, but I feel like awkward baby giraffe gangly after running after biking. So putting those pieces together, and I'm a lot slower running after biking as well. So getting those pieces put together is challenging and kind of making me nervous. I'm like, how am I going to do a full marathon after an 8-hour bike ride? Anyone? No good ideas? Just this bee? Great. Bee? Did I get that? Oh. Sorry. Okay, anyway. Yeah, it's dead. Anyway, all that to say, training is going well, as best as can be expected. Other thing I wanted to say is, last night I was reading a chapter in a book about, and the chapter was about suffering, and just the idea that oftentimes in America, Christianity has become very easy, and when it's easy, we might not really be following Christ, and that's kind of a concerning idea. And I got to wonder, if one of the lines was like, if you follow a successful king, all you have is success. But if you follow a suffering Christ, you have to suffer with Christ. And what do we do to do that? I'm not, in America, we're not really persecuted in a significant way, not like people around the world are that are being killed for their faith. Sometimes people disagree with me, or maybe dislike me a bit, but like, whatever, I don't care. What's with these bugs? But overall, what am I really doing to suffer for God? And, certainly Ironman involves some suffering and a lot of sweat. But at the same time, am I really giving up something that's meaningful? I don't know. I've been wrestling with that. I'm giving up time. I'm eating a lot. I've given up some weight. Not that I had a ton to lose anyway, but I'm kind of almost down to high school weight. So if you want to lose weight, sign up for an Ironman. Yeah, just kind of thinking through, what is suffering? What does it mean to suffer? And what does it mean to sacrifice for the cause and for the kingdom? And it's nice to be able to be like, oh yeah, I'm doing that. I'm suffering for God and for people to have clean water. And I mean, it's true, but it's also easy to kind of be like, oh, I'm doing this to show people that I'm suffering, and I don't want to do that. And I don't know, it's just a really weird fine line that I don't know how to navigate and don't know how to think through. So that's what I'm wrestling with. That probably occupied my thoughts for a good 2-3 miles this morning at the beginning of things. So yeah, so that's just kind of what I'm learning. I would love to have your support in all this, so I would appreciate your prayers, especially for biking, for safety, for endurance, and for my teammates. There's 5 others from the Twin Cities here that are doing Ironman as well with Team Real Vision. Michael, Sean, Kirk, Jackie, and David. I was like, what name am I missing? Oh, I didn't forget you. I just, a little foggy. So pray for them, those 5. They're wonderful people. So pray for all of us, and pray for my fundraising. It's not quite where I'd like it to be. I'd love to raise $10,000 this year, so if you'd like to donate, I would very much appreciate that. Many of you already have, and thank you for that. So yeah, right now I'm a little over 500, so let's kick that into gear and get that going. I know I need to be bolder about asking people, so if I start boldly asking you, don't hate me, and please give lots of money. So yeah, that's all I want to say. That took a lot longer than I intended to, but that's okay, I hope. So yeah, it's like 7 minutes. Okay, that's enough of me. Have a great day. I need to go shower and get a second breakfast because I'm an Iron Hobbit and I'm super hungry. Okay, bye, second breakfast.